Backtesting is an essential step in your life as a trader, so never adventure in a systematic strategy without testing it back first. DailyStockSelect.com offers daily forecasts, personalized forecasts, and backtesting. Its backtesting is free and doesn't even require to be registered. Other sites' backtesting engines require downloading price data and the software on your computer. Here you don't worry about all this. You can run your tests from Linux, Macintosh, Windows, smartphones, tablets with Internet Explorer, Firefox, or Chrome or any other browser. All the computations are executed on the DSS's servers. And please, stop using the regular technical analysis methods based on moving averages. They are updated now and are proven by several serious studies not to work. Technical analysis does not work, just deal with it. If you don't believe me, why don't you just ask Google? Here at the DSS, backtestings are based on machine learning, but hey, don't panic. You are not required any prior knowledge of the used methods in order to take advantage of them, as much as one doesn't need to build a car engine before driving. There are two sets of parameters that you can modify. When a parameter is not changed, the default value will be used before hitting run. The first are the machine learning parameters, like the equity price, the number of traded stocks per day for example, and the second set of parameters concerns the trading strategy like the stop loss, target price, or trading fees. In 2 words, machine learning methods are based on artificial intelligence, made in 3 steps. 1. Learning. 2. Evaluation. And 3. Forecasting. So for every day, in the backtesting period of your choice, the DSS's smart algos will study the recent trends of the markets by evaluating them, according to some complex criteria I will not develop here, and then make its daily decision of buying a certain number of stocks, based on the learning and evaluation steps. Now, if you want to go deeper, you can calibrate each and every one of these parameters. In this tutorial I will discuss the easiest and the most relevant ones. The first one of these parameters is simply the equity price. Just pick the price range that resembles your trading style. For example, some people are exclusively interested in penny stocks. In this case you put $4 or $5 as a maximum price. Others may be interested in the opposite case. They want no penny stocks in their portfolio. In this case you should set the minimum price to $5, for example. The second parameter is the minimum and maximum number of selected stocks per day. This allows you to diversify. Notice one puts a range of values here, rather than a fixed number, so you need to set your minimum and maximum, depending on your trading fees, requirement of news reading before buying, or the number of your co-workers. You may choose a low or higher number of stocks you are ready to trade every day. By default they are 3 and 7 for minimum and maximum. These values have led to some systematic gains from previous backtests. The blue info buttons give more details about each step by hovering the mouse over. Now let's move to the trading strategy parameters. The stop loss is your best defense against black swans, should they occur, and they are not predictable of course. The sharp, automatic, and systematic stop loss is one of your best refuges against black swans, together with other hedging techniques like making the best dose of options and futures. The DSS teaches you actually to be disciplined, and to stick to your own tested rules, because you will notice that in order to make future gains, similar to those made in the portfolio, you need discipline. Hit the More button in order to change other parameters. Now that you have personalized your trading parameters, hit the Run button, and your backtesting will start on the DSS's servers. Depending on the chosen period of the backtesting and other parameters, your job may take about 5 minutes or more. It's highly recommended to save your parameters, but for this you need to be registered. When you save your set of parameters, you can use them in future personalized forecasts, which is the way of using your best strategy in real-life daily trading. Here is how backtesting output looks like. First, a plot showing the portfolio versus the S&P 500. The table of ratios compares some well-known metrics, like the Sharpe or Trainer ratios, between the portfolio and S&P 500. If you don't know about these ratios you can Google it, and please do. The following tables give you day-to-day trade summaries in the backtesting periods. Gains and losses are given in percentage or currency formats. As usual, gains are in green and losses in red. Notice here we have many small losses and a small number of big gains. The total cumulated return is still over 60% per year. which tells us that you don't need to win every single trade in order to have a successful portfolio. It's enough to lower the losses bar and make punctually very high gains. Voila, that's it for backtesting. Now, how about trying the first exercise? For example, run 3 backtests changing only the stop loss and keeping all other parameters unchanged. Try -1, -3, and -5% for example, and analyze the outputs. In case you get some really good findings, why don't you write a public or academic paper about it? Or at least share screenshots of your inputs and outputs on the DSS's Facebook page. Good luck anyways, and wishing you plenty of insights and gains.